Hello, it's Jarran News. In order to protect the nature and the earth and to pass on its history, cultural traditions to future generations, the 5 rivers that flow through the territory of Darnot province have been turned into sacred rivers of the province. That in 2018, the Anung River was worshipped. In 2019, the Heldong River. In 2020, the Halkol River. In 2021, the Old River, and this year, the Kalingot River. During the worship, older horses were raised, strong wrestling and children's wrestling were organized.
The main idea of the Kalingot River worship is to make our people understand the idea of loving and protecting the Kalingot River, as we have been herding 5 heads of livestock and living in the valley of this beautiful river inherited from our ancestors. We call on you to love and protect the Kalingot River in the future. The local people are very happy that we are worshipping the river and taking care of the nature and the earth. I am sure that by worshipping the river, it will rain, grow vegetables, and the livestock will be well fed and have a good summer. In 1962, there were many floods. It has stopped flooding recently. Sometimes there was no water. I was born and grew up in this area. My parents worked in a farm. They used to come and spend their summers in Tasuk, Kalingot River, and Tsulimbolak. In the time of my parents, this Awa was worshipped by a man with the white horse from north of Surimbolak. Then the spring water spread and flowed to Ikita in front of Sirilinsom. I spent my childhood here. Worshipping the Kalingot River is a very good issue. I am very happy.
The Kalingot River now follows from the Jexte River in Sagaosum and reaches Yak Lake during the rainy season. From Kandan Monastery, the center of Mongolian Buddhism, has begun work to establish a council of heads of local Buddhism monasteries. This time, Danrik Danjalang Monastery, Ponsak Darja Chaharlang Monastery, Tuvdan Darjalang Monastery, Urchin Cholang Monastery, Oktum Tikchlang Monastery of Bayandonsum, and Sanjim Balbarlang Monastery of Bayangosum participated in the meeting to establish the Council of Chief Monks of Darnot Province.
With the establishment of the Council of Bishops, it's a comprehensive solution to discuss the attitude of the whole community and the way it operates, and to decide what kind of service should be served and what kind of service should be provided. What should be the direction of this activity and religion? How to serve society? What should a monk look like? That means everything will be solved comprehensively. Not everyone can write on their own. What more opportunities can religion offer to the community? It means that everything will be solved comprehensively. This activity is very important. They all have the same goal and work together for the good of their people. Amglambat Lama of Danrik Danjal Monastery is working as the head. There is one Lama representative from each monastery. I represent the monastery. Now the activities of the monastery are being discussed and approved. Monks from Kandan Tikchil Monastery came from the city and are meeting now.
Danrik Danjalang Monastery is becoming a Buddhism center in Darnot Province. The establishment of the Council of Bishops will be multifaceted activities such as promoting Buddhism to the people and launching charity campaign for the faithful. In accordance with Article 20.1 of the Law on Water, Stakeholder Participation Council was established in 29 basins in 2018 in order to ensure the participation of stakeholders in the planning and implementation of integrated water basin management, monitor the basin administration, and coordinate cooperation. However, in the last 2 years, due to the epidemic of coronavirus and the replacement of political officials as a result of elections, there is a need to reform the participatory council.
A meeting is being of the Hirden River Basin Stakeholder Participation Council. A total of 43 members were formed. Representatives from provinces and SOMs participated. I was elected chairman of the council by 100% of the participants in council meeting. I understand that I have a lot of important work to do a lot to improve the protection of the Hirden River Basin and to solve the problems. As the chairman of the council, I promise to use all my knowledge and skills to take the work of the council to a new level. I understand by the name of the council, this is participation. This participation of the council includes representatives of citizens, scientists, professional organizations, provinces, SOMs, and all people, regardless of their position. We understand that the participation of all people must be equal and work for the interest of this basin and the interest of the people living here. In order to ensure participation, it's important that those on the Hirden River Basin Stakeholder Participation Council are well aware of their responsibilities and take responsibility. The protection of water resources and the basin has been going on for more than 30 years, since 1992. In the last 20 years, Mongolia has established basin organizations and developed and implemented 29 basin management plans. The plan includes a policy document for the protection, rehabilitation, and sustainable use of water resources in the basin. The Stakeholder Participation Council will be an important role in implementing this plan. With the participation of multilateral authorities on the Stakeholder Participation Council, issues are discussed at the decision-making level. It's a multifaceted authorities focused on making the ultimate optimal decision based on a single solution.
The Hirden River Basin covers the territory of 42 zones in 6 provinces. Therefore, representatives of these territories participate in the Stakeholder Participation Council and work together under the same idea of protecting the Hirden River ecosystem. The Shearwater Foundation has announced a model street design competition to create a safe, healthy, and environment for comfortable recreation in the public areas of Chaebasan. Баян-Түмэн Street, Агын Street, Jit Street, the northern part of the Amag Governor's Office, and along the new road were selected from 5 locations, and 3 places were awarded for the work submitted to the competition for the effective design with the modern new solutions. Also, the governor of Hirden was introduced to the best ideas efficient designs for the construction of these model streets.
What do young people want in Darnot province? What are you dreaming of? It aims to show what environment people want to live in. The Shearwater Foundation has announced a standard street competition to create the best works for the public. The best work was selected on the east side of the first school of Hirden, or near the 8th apartment. This work is suitable for further implementation. The second creation was along the northern route of the Chatham Road. This creation was selected because it was a long route. The third creation was a professional selection of Bayintumung and Chita streets. It was selected in a special place. My friend Hursbatter and I designed the dirt section on the east side of the first school road in the main part of Aring Street. Contest information was received late and started. Sister Rangmurung said that completed the painting in more than 10 days as required. The main idea is to combine traditional ideas with modern minimalist styles. From these creations, we can see that there are many good creations that province and local authorities can follow and implement in our work. Also, I think that it is possible to implement these creations in addition to the sidewalks budget last year. In the future, there are plans to turn the Chebasan Green area and dirt road into a sidewalk to prevent dust. There are ideas to work with the Shirbatra Foundation and the yacht to design and implement next year.
During the meeting, Mayor Purvachar said that in addition to improving the streets and squares in Chebasan, it's necessary to create a street to sell their products, except to the rest and stall Chebasan city's citizens. In Darnat province, children are more likely to be involved in crime and to be victims of crime, especially violence. As child crime has increased over the years, child protection organizations and police officers have been trained in child protection issues.
Any action against children can be stopped if the primary law enforcement unit is based on a well-researched case. In the future, our province joint team intends to intensify this activity. Recently, the number of crimes has gone up. Violence against children has been rampant for years. Therefore, we need to take further measures to educate the public about the law. In the future, we need to take citizen-oriented public education and law-promoting activities. Therefore, according to the law against domestic violence, a joint team has started working in schools and kindergartens. Today's training is focused on this. At the initiative of the President of Mongolia, a national conference on Mongolian law for children is being organized. I think this is a training to discuss the issues facing our province. There are many issues involved. I think we will discuss many issues together. Juvenile delinquency by the General Police Department has increased by a certain percentage compared to the same period last year. The main reason for this is to intensify the activities of the joint team working in the back to strengthen the capacity of the social worker working in the primary unit and the social worker of the preschool, and to improve the coordination of government organizations.
Disability is not a disability. There is a tendency to learn something a little longer than others. But on the other hand, there are some things that are more receptive and skillful than the average person. This boy's name is Amarvat. He is a third grade student of the second school of Hirtansum. Although he has a speech impediment, he has a special ability to draw things. It can be said that the medium of art is a language of self-expression. Amarvat's paintings are very unique. A deep blue glacier can be seen next to the green trees, and a giant spider can be seen on the ice. He likes to draw things himself, rather than draw them in circles. Amarvat talked to us about his dreams and what he likes. Amarvat likes to talk to his class teacher. One day, the teacher came to a class in a 5-pointed red flower dress. He drew his teacher in a red flower dress. If he has dessert, he will share it with his teacher. The class teacher encourages her drawing skills. He exhibited his paintings at school. Amrabat was said to observe things very well and to draw them down very carefully in his sketchbook.
My classmate Amrabat is a child with a disability. The teacher has been working on socialization since the first grade, which is unique and lacks language skills. Amrabat's interests and dreams are to become a hero. He explains me and draw what he is watching. Even if he is not perfect in language, he can understand what he wants to do in the near future. When he draws, I feel like he is paying more attention to the specifics of what he is drawing. For example, when a person with a mole comes in and out of his eyes, he draws that person with the same mole. He observes what he sees closely. He always laughs. Keep in touch with friends. He talks to me a little bit. I understand that. I help Amrabat. If he doesn't bring drawing tools, my classmates and I give. I want Amrabat to speak well.
Amrabat's mother died before he was 1 year old. He was adopted his aunt and raised so far. Amrabat lives at home with his mother, sister, and brothers. He loves cats very much. Her sister said that he loved singing and dancing with her when she played the guitar.
Amra is my mother's nephew. His mother died when he was less than 1 year old. He seems that my little brother Amrabat is unable to express himself and has a speech impediment. So we try to understand and talk through actions. He was sent to school for socialization and is now in the 3rd grade. He likes drawing, singing, and playing the guitar. He is very talented. He can't express himself, but he is very smart. Imitate what he wants to draw. I am very happy that the school principal and teachers are very supportive of his talent and provide him with drawing tools. We are in constant contact with his teacher. He is very soft, cute, and graceful.
In this show, we report on Amrabat. His most popular holiday gift is a tire toy and drawing tools on Children's Day. Amrabat, who created us with a warm smile, had already drawn another picture in this sketchbook. Batbayer's son Anarbayr has been suffering from muscle stiffness since 2020, and the disease cannot be left untreated in Mongolia. However, Indian doctors have concluded that there is a good chance of recovery after treatment. The boy has received a total of 70 million tugrux for a 5-month treatment in India. So it has started a charity campaign called Kind Heart. The boy's illness was diagnosed ahead of the doctor's appointment. So his parents said they would go to India today or tomorrow if they had the money.
There is no treatment in Mongolia. May 11 to 13 Indian neurologists examine and say there is a good chance of recovery. He will be treated with medication and rehabilitation. He was treated for 5 months under the supervision of a neurologist, and they were told that they could. The disease is expected to spread rapidly. He may be sedentary when the doctor tells you to be strong. It affects all the muscles of the legs and arms and can't eat on its own, and the heart function is poor. If he eats something a little hard, he may choke. I want to go to India before he can be fully cared for. I would like to ask many local people, relatives, and friends to help my son recover and extend a helping hand. If my son is healthy, I have nothing else to wish for.
Анх онцлогдоод ингээ яаснаа дараа ингээ өлмийн
When he was first diagnosed, he didn't walk on his heels. He walked on his feet. Eventually, the leg muscles began to tighten and fall. It affects the internal organs such as the liver and lungs. Liver protection treatments have been performed many times. Starting with the legs, all the muscles become stiff and unable to move. Broker company said it needed 70 million togros in the first place. I intend to raise this money. When the money is raised, we will go to India. We are happy that our classmates, friends, colleagues, and other organizations are supporting us and organizing campaigns to help us.
айгүй идэвхтэй тийм байгаа.
Anarbayar's mother and father said that the boy's language was not a problem, but he did not speak much. But he speaks well with his class teacher. He is very interested in going to school. But now he watches TV at home because she needs constant care. He is ashamed to go out in the wind and spends most of his time at home. His only hope now is to go to India, join the charity campaign, and give life to Anarbayar. Within the framework of the Education Quality Reform Scholarship Program, the Second School of Kherlensum implemented the Make a Solution and Make Progress project in the 2021 to 2022 academic year. Through this project, students have the opportunity to do their homework even without the internet. For example, children will learn how to learn independently using the site applications such as Han Academ, Marchaha site, Interactive Lesson, Kahoot, and Zaparkot.
Within the framework of the Education Quality Reform Scholarship Program, the Ministry of Education and Science, in cooperation with primary school teachers in the 2021 to 2022 academic year, has written a project called Make Solutions and Make Progress, and is implementing it this school year. The project is exhibiting the report to students and parents. The main goal of the project was that our students lacked the ability to study at home during the dangerous COVID disease. The project used applications that could work in an internet-free environment to help students overcome learning delays and improve their learning. As a result, students made up for lost time and teachers' communication skills improved. Teachers of our school use code applications to create electronic materials and use them in their teaching activities.
The school has purchased 40 precious cards for students in grades 1 to 5 with project. Funding is using them in its training. This allowed students to write own notes without any help. The students said that they have improved their writing skills by reading the precious cards on their mobile phones every day and taking notes on their own.
Quotes and precious cards are used by our class. Using Kahoot, our class plays Mongolian language and math games every day. That's very interesting. Using a precious card, we all learned to write correctly and without errors. Our teacher prepares for us and organizes Mongolia language and mathematics competition and question answer and question competition. There is a precious card. My teacher gave us this card in December. We can read it on our phone and make a transcript. Using the application, I learned to write correctly, cleanly, and accurately. Because I take notes every day, I miss less. By using the Zapar and Marchach applications, primary school children are able to learn on their own, memorize without anyone's help, correct lost words, learn on their own, and learn better without the support of others. It is developing well in terms of self-development. I would like to say that this is a good program that is very important. Once, when I saw them using these applications, I would say the transcript from time to time. The child can listen to it, write it down, and check it himself. You don't have to tell your mom to come from work, drop out of school, or write a diary when dad comes home from work. This has the advantage of making the work of others easier.
They believe that it will be effective for students and parents to develop AR technology that allows students to do e-assignments in an environment without the internet, and to create and observe e-learning materials for Mongolian language, mathematics, and humanities. All students were asked to comment on how they used electronic and advanced methods this school year. An exhibition was organized to report on the students' impressions and their project in detail for their parents. People are becoming more and more exhausted to exercise free health instead of drug treatment. Since 2019, 700 to 800 people have been supporting movement health in Dornat province since the beginning of their liner dance training. The training is attended by 30 people a day and includes comprehensive training in warm-up, yoga, stretching exercise, rhythmic gymnastics, and liner dance to develop the cerebellum.
It has been 3 years since the Dornat branch of our Mongolian Linear Dance Association was established. The main goal of our Line Dance Association is to stay healthy through exercise. Unlike other exercises and dances, we perform linear dances looking at the four directions of the world. Scientists claim that this prolongs human life. We look in one direction and do everything, but we look in the back or we can't move to the side to repeat the movement. Therefore, by looking in all four directions, the human mind and brain develop further. Linear dance develops the human cerebellum. As we get healthier with our dances and with more people exercising, we make many changes and become healthier and more beautiful.
The Liner Dance Club was organized by the State Liner Dance Association. In the first line dance competition, she won a silver medal for her dance and a bronze medal for her team. They said that the training has resulted in positive psychical and mental changes and results.
For 20 years, I have been the hairdresser and the body person have been working through this exercise. It was very effective. My legs hurt a lot because I stand all day. Now my legs are no longer sore. Now, in my third year, I had lost a lot of weight and no backache. My breasts were gone and my body began slender. I forgot a lot about complications after the COVID. Teacher Balarma suggests that I go to a liner dance. It's been 5 months since I started dancing. As a result, forgetfulness is reduced. Now I memorize cell phone numbers and car numbers directly. Therefore, linear dance develops the human brain well and is necessary for beauty and health. We practice linear dance to stay healthy and happy. Even if we are not professionals, I learned from linear dance that when you have a good love, your body is healthy. That's why I want so many people my age to come to linear dance.
Regular cycle activity is important to improve health and reduce the risk of disease. Exercise has a positive effect not only on the psychology of the body and individual psychology. Studies also show that the ability to think, concentrate, self-esteem, and self-confidence increase, and the risk of depression and decreases. The Herdenson Elders Council has 5,000 elders and has implemented the Billion Trees National Program with the goal of 1 elder and 2 trees. In addition to fetching water from the river and planting seedlings with their own hands, The elders also fenced off the sea buckthorn fields to protect them the feet of animals. They intend to create an 8-hectare grove named after the elders based on the Heldon River.
The Hirlinsum Elders Committee is aiming to plant 10,000 trees as part of a billion-tree national project initiated by the President. When we planted 10,000 trees, we wanted to create a grove named after the elders. We are working to establish a fruit grove. There are hectares of land in the territory of the sixth bag, and we are working to plant greenery. We aim to plant willows, elms, and fruits trees in this area. 4,000 trees will be planted this year. We expect to plant 10,000 trees in the next 4 years. We have responded to the call to plant billions of trees. Elderly people over 60 believe that planting trees is a huge investment in the future. First of all, the environment will be a forest, and secondly, the future generations will have something to leave their elders and children.
1 hectare of forest filters 18 million cubic meters of air, emits oxygen, and absorbs 30 to 35% of smoke and fumes. In particular, deciduous trees can reduce noise by 25% and reduce dust by 21 to 76%. In addition, it's said to be good for emotional stability and health. We reported from the ground as our elders who want to plant trees and leave beautiful green environment for future generations. Lay down their trees for their sweet energy and heart. Thank you for watching news.